Hello everyone, I am Bala. In today's video, we're going to see how to install OpenShift cluster version 4.3 on AWS Cloud. Okay, let's begin. So as a prerequisite, I have already signed up my AWS account and Red Hat account and setting up my Jump server now. So Jump server is going to act as a management server. So in Jump server, install AWS CLI. So AWS CLI I have already installed in the Jump server, and let me set up generate the SSH private key and let me add it in the agent. Let me configure AWS account to host our OpenShift cluster on AWS account. Nothing but we are going to prepare our AWS account. So keep your domain ready. So I have my kubelancer.net domain in my Route 53 service. So I'm going to install my OpenShift cluster on this particular domain and create IAM user which required administrative privilege with programmatic access. So I'm going to create a new user. The username I'm going to create as OSC user, nothing but OpenShift cluster user. So let me create the user. Creating a IAM user. Add user, and the username I'm going to use OSC user, and providing programmatic access, and attaching my managed policy here. So I am providing administrative access just temporarily, and create the user. Okay. So download the CSV file, that access key and secret key, and which we require to configure our AWS CLI. So I'm downloading. Okay. So next, let me do the AWS configure. So I'm passing the video to configure. Once I done, I will come up. I have completed my AWS configure. Okay, let me begin our OpenShift installation. For that, we have to obtain the OpenShift binaries from OpenShift installer program. So for that, we have to get login on Red Hat website. So just go to openshift.com and click login. since it's taken from cache, I have logged in my OpenShift.com website, that is Red Hat website, and it should here in the cluster manager it's showing empty. I don't have any cluster as of now created, so I'm going to create a cluster now. So for that we're going to download few of the things from the OpenShift installer. So I'm clicking create cluster. So and clicking Red Hat OpenShift container. So OpenShift container platform comes with, installation comes with a multiple provider. So like AWS, Azure, Google, like that. So but we going to today we're going to install by on AWS. So I'm selecting AWS. So and I'm selecting installer provisioned infrastructure. Okay. Here few of the downloaders is there, that is OpenShift installer, which going to use to install the OpenShift. So I'm going to select my OS and I'm going to download it. So the link already I kept in my document. So just using the link, I'm going to download it. And setting up and untar it. Instead of setting up the path, I'm moving to user local bin. The same way, next our installer must will require a full secret. So the full secret you can find here. So this is the full secret you can download, or either you at the time of installation you can copy and paste. Either you can do. And I'm going to install download my command line interface for my Linux OS. So for that also I have kept my command line commands already in my notepad. So just I'm simply copy and paste. So this is OC and kubectl is my command line installer. So I'm going to move this to user local bin. Next, let me start deploy our cluster now. Okay. So for deploying cluster, let me create one temporary directory which we're going to keep our OpenShift is going to keep all the installation file in this directory. So let me create. And I'm starting my installation. OpenShift install create cluster on a particular directory. Okay, I'm selecting my key, and yes, it's a AWS platform. And yes, I'm going to install on US East 2 region, and it's asking my base domain. So I'm going to select kubelancer.net as my base domain. It's looking for a cluster name, so I'm going to provide my cluster name. OpenShift cluster. And it's looking for a full secret. So you can get the full secret from the installer. So just I'm copying the full secret and pasting here, enter. So it started to create my infrastructure. So it will take approximately 30 minutes. So let me pause the video, and once the installation is completed, I will become back. Look at, so it have provisioned three master server and one bootstrap server. This bootstrap server, it's kind of a ephemeral server. Once the bootstrap deployment is completed, this bootstrap server automatically will get terminated. So my create infrastructure resources keep running. So it yet to provision workers node. So let me pause the video for some more time. So my API is up currently and it's bootstrapping. Another 30 minutes it going to be take. Okay, my workers nodes also it's up and getting initialized, and they noted down the bootstrap server is automatically got terminated once the provision is completed. And let me look on the cluster status. Okay, still it's keep provisioning. It's in initialization state. Okay, great. So the installation has completed. So it has completed successfully, and these are the details it have provided to get connect. So to access the cluster by using the user, you can export the kubeconfig file and access the OpenShift by using web console. This is the URL and username password. By default username is kubeadmin and password what it has provided a password. By using that we can get login. Okay, first let me access the command line. So I'm just exporting the kubeconfig file. Okay, now I'm just verifying my cluster by use OC cluster info. Okay, we are getting response. Okay, and also verify the versions and get nodes. OC version. Okay, the cluster version is 4.3, and let me get the nodes. OC get nodes. Okay, great. So let me log in on by using web console. So I'm just copying this URL. Okay, I'm getting a login page. So let me log in by using our default username and password. So default username is kubeadmin and the password. Great. We are able to log in by using our username and password on web console also. That's it. So we have completed our OpenShift installation version 4.3 on AWS cloud. Thanks for watching.